Hello, everyone. So, Southern California has been absolutely devastated this week with wildfires. There has been deaths. It looks like hell on earth. It looks like a hellmouth has opened, and it's just a massive tragedy. It's heartbreaking to see. I feel for all the poor people who've lost their homes and all of the animals and the wild animals, and it's just awful. Absolutely awful. But we read on Harry and Megxie, and Harry and Megxie have attended the wildfires relief. Now, it's with World Kitchen that they went down there. Apparently, they spent 15 minutes. They managed to get, in their discreet, inverted commas, visit, they managed to get photos. It's in all of the press. They've donated clothes and toys and food or whatever, but it's all very, yeah. Um, Now, that area of California is some of the most expensive real estate in the world. There's an awful lot of famous, awful lot of wealthy people, and there's an awful lot of normal people who are living there. It's kind of weird that some ex-royals who are kind of like, I guess, E-list over in the States now are out there. It's it's just, I think, incredulity. I think that's the word. I'm just I am astounded. I am astounded by this. One, because it takes away the focus from the firefighters and the actual people who are there to look after the people who have become homeless or displaced because of the fires, people who are traumatized. And it creates a, see, it's very, it takes me back to when she did Uvalde. I don't know, man, it just doesn't sit right. It just really doesn't sit right. And I'm not just saying that because um I've been following this story for a while. It just, I don't know, man, it just didn't sit right. And I'm sure a lot of you will be on the same page. Put it this way, when the Southport atrocity happened this summer in the UK, it took a few weeks till the king went to visit. And it's more because they don't want to get in the way. They don't want to create a fuss. They don't want to make it all about them. And when you rush into these tragedies too quickly, it is a bit, you can get in the way. So I don't know, man. I really don't know. It's pretty grim. It's pretty grim. Okay, so we're gonna look into Megxie first. Now, if you're new here, I work in layers. The first layer is going to be Megxie. I've been using these for Megxie since 2019. These cards, and you'll see if some of them come out. I'll show you. Some of them have been quite prophetic with the images on them, and it's the same for Harry. I've been using the same deck for Harry since 2019. So the one I use for Megxie is the Barbara Walker Tarot. The one I use for Harry is the Garbage Pail Kids Tarot. There are some other decks I occasionally use for them, but I just kind of stick with these ones at the minute. So let's have a look at Megxie first. How did she think yesterday went in LA? What is she trying to get across? What is she trying to do with us? I did say something very stupid was coming. This could be very much the stupid thing that's really going to put them on the backtrack now. I think LA's got a lot and Southern California's got a lot on rather than worrying too much about what these two are doing. But let's have a look. Let's have a look at Meghan first. Okay. We have Death card in reverse. I always say with this card, it's the burning away of the old to bring in the new. And when it is in reverse, it's almost like a blitzkrieg. And that's what I always say with this card. If you've been here for a while, I'll be like, this is going too hard, too fast. So does she know she's overstepped the mark here? there's definite energy of overstepping the mark. The burning the way, how I would describe it, is very profound to what is actually going on here. Let's see what's crossing over. The Magician, bringing things together. The Midas touch, making things go all her way. Okay, let me just pull the first few cards. She sees this as a doorway opening. We've got the Two of Wands underneath. She really does see this as a doorway opening, as almost like an opportunity, a resetting time. On the Nine of Swords above, we've got cruelty. This is stress. This is anxiety. This is sleepless nights. She's going to rebuff any criticism as cruelty, as evil, as shallow, as she can't do anything right. She is going to rebuff any criticism, but she thinks this is a brilliant time to reset. This is the thing. She can put all of her cards on the table, all of her tools on the table, and really bring it together. This is kind of like the universe answering her. This is going to sound really sick, and I don't believe this for a second, but this is kind of like an opportunity for her. And any criticism she's going to put down as being cruel and callous. The King of Swords is in reverse. What really got her into this is Gavin Newsom. Now, he's obviously either suggested it to her, or he's been getting a lot of heat in the press. Now, Newsom is a Libra, and Libra, it would come out as the King of Swords in reverse in this deck. So he's been getting a lot of shtick for what's going on in California. He's either told her to go and do it, or she's seen him getting some stick and went, aha, I can capitalize on this. Because remember, Megxie still wants to go forth and become a politician of some sorts. She can't read the room. She's in my mind, she's very similar to Starmer. She's got no emotional intelligence, even though she thinks she has, and she can't necessarily read the room and see what's going on. There isn't a lot of intelligence. Oh, here we go. There's the Devil. There's Chariot. Let's have a look. Eight of Wands. She knows what she's doing with this, guys. It's not going to end well. You have the Chariot here. She wants to drive things forward. She wants to get everybody on her side. She wants to push things forward. She feels like she's got the Magician and the Chariot. She thinks this is a really good time for her. A really good time for her. The Eight of Wands surrounding her. She wants all the press. She wants this talked about in the press. She wants to be searchable with it. She wants to be searchable in the algorithm so people can see her, people can do things. This is just an opportune time for her. This is an opportunity. What's she hoping out of this? You've got the Nine of Cups. Usually traditional tarot has the Nine of Cups as this little man sitting in front of a row of cups looking very smug. Very self-satisfied, and she wants to look like that. She wants to look like she is almost like the gatekeeper in front of the party. Look at me, I've got all of my stuff. I've got all of my stuff in a row. I'm really happy. I can do things on my own. I'm great, me. So yeah, the Devil here. I think she's gone too far with Hollywood. Hollywood are not going to accept you. Now, I know there's like different shades of Hollywood. There's this very creative side of Hollywood, you know. And then there's the more kind of like Diddy side with the Hollywood people and the Weinsteins and all of those lot, you know. She's really, I don't think the really truly creative people would be wanting to hang out with her. So you're left with the Diddies and the Oprahs and, you know, all of that lot. That Devil here, though, She is going to try, she is two things with this devil. She is either going to get a narrative spun against her, or she is going to try and control a narrative. It's going to get aggressive. Now, this could be her coming up with Hollywood, and this could be both things. Her trying to drive a narrative, over control of a narrative, and the devil in the detail is the Holly weirdos who don't want her around and don't want her part of it. This is her trying to kind of like ingratiate herself into it as well. The Five of Pentacles is in reverse. She is so thirsty to be in with all of the Hollywood set, to be recognized as the star. The problem with somebody like with Meghan is she thinks she's the smartest person in the room, and she really isn't. There's a lot of cleverer people about than her. But that devil. Yeah, she thinks she's having a moment. She thinks she's on the comeuppance here. This is not going to last because we've got the devil and we've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. There's more rejection and her thirstily trying to get into Hollywood more. Yeah. Let's have a look at Harry. How did Harry feel at this thing? Who we got first? He was quite receptive to it, a little bit apprehensive, but he is going along with it. And we have the Magician in reverse there. Both of them have the Magician. He isn't so sure. He can't get himself together. Megsy's like, yeah, we've got the Magician. We're going forward. We're doing all these things. He isn't so sure. He isn't completely believing the whole Kool-Aid that Megsy's got with the Magician in reverse underneath there. Above the situation, we have got the Ace of Cups in reverse. And underneath, we have the Five of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Cups in reverse above. There is going to be some gaslighting. There is going to be... This is an unrequited love, basically. So they've went out there pretending to love bomb, pretending to love everyone. And what is actually going on, it's very shallow. It's very love bombing. It's very narcissistic. It's very... At least he is somewhat aware, which it makes a change, that this mightn't be overly the best thing to do, but Megzy will get her way and they're going to push it back with my mental health stuff and other people's mental health. The Five of Cups is in reverse there. So there is some regret and there is some loss here. I don't think he's completely comfortable with this, to be honest. The Chariot is in reverse. The Chariot is upright. I feel there's been some apprehension. He's going along with this, but there's been some apprehension when he's went to do this. I'm sure we'll hear about this in the divorce eventually. And the Hanged Man is in reverse. And the Hierophant is in reverse. And the Knight of Swords is in reverse. Okay, let me pull the rest of these cards. And the Nine of Wands. And the Page of Pentacles is in reverse. Okay, let me talk you through this. The Hierophant in reverse, he's still railing at the monarchy. He's still feeling sorry for himself against the monarchy. He still wants to set up some type of other court. I feel like he's very much out of there. We have got the Nine of Swords surrounding him, and this is Megzy. This is Megzy pushing back, saying my mental health and I can't do anything right, and they're going to try and kind of what the word would be, spin it, turn it around, deflect in a way, you know. The Hanged Man is in reverse here. They don't know. They are stupid. They are still gonna make some big mistakes. They're gonna make some mistakes with this. There's an impatience. It's almost like we've ticked that box and we're expecting this reward now. So we went and did a charitable thing. Now we are expecting some type of reward from this. It's not going to happen. He is going to they're going to talk about their boundaries being overstepped with this, which is wild to me, with the Nine of Wands there, because this is his hopes and fears. He's going to talk about his boundaries being overstepped. And yeah, even though they're kind of like inserting them, my goodness. Kids, we've got the Page of Coins here. It's the kids, the invisible children. Archie is meant to be a Taurus. Of course, we have got a Lily of the Valley on there as well. And I've used these cards since 2019, since before Lily books, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, recollections may vary, existed. So they're going to try and deflect with something with the kids as well. I think this is all coming up quite quickly. This is all going to be coming up within the next month, all of it. I do think we'll find out some more tea about this whole situation eventually, when next time one of them has a mea culpa, a sit down, and yeah. I don't think Harry was completely on board. I think he's been really apprehensive with this. Now, because we've mentioned Gavin Newsom, let's have a look and see where Gavin Newsom is. We'll use the Sassy Oracle cards about them attending LA. Was he all for it? Was he a part of all of this? He seems to have appeared here with the King of Swords in reverse. Was this just Megsy, was this just Megsy using an opportunity because she saw him failing and wanted to increase her profile? Let's have a look and see how his response is. Oh, everything is an absolute mess. Absolute mess. Everything isn't contained. Everything is spilling out all over everywhere. This is a horror show. This is an absolute horror show. Let's see what else is there. A lot of toxicity there too. Okay. And virtual reality. The alien. I don't think the microdoser, anxiety. I don't think he asked her necessarily. I think he was. I think he's had something to do with it. I don't think she just turned up. I think with these cards, the microdose and the anxiety and the alien, it's all a bit weird and out of sync. I think she offered her services and he couldn't exactly say. I don't think he had it in him to say no. And I think, I think he knew about it, but I don't believe he invited her. Or them. I think she social climbed her way through it. He's not having the best time, by the way, guys. He's allegedly for entertainment. He's not seen it as it should be. Everything is a little bit too weird. He's anxious as hell, overly medicating, and I think this is going to take, for some people, he has a lot of varnish on him still. I know, but people vote for him in New York, but people vote for him in California, and I feel like this is going to take a lot of the varnish off him, because this is, yeah. This is all romance and goodwill just slamped out, isn't it? But the anxiety and not being able to see the way things are, and yeah, he's I think he's, when somebody's like drunk, we say it's two sheets to the wind, but I don't think he's drunk, but I feel like he's two sheets to the wind, I don't think he's coping, but then like it's a monumental thing that's happened. But yeah, anyway, the reason I was looking was to see if he had invited her, and it looks like to me that he had for other things on his mind, and he didn't necessarily invite her. She basically social climbed. It's what she does. It's what she's happiest, social climbing. It's true. Never mind. That is what I see in the cards. Let me know what you guys see, if you've noticed anything different, if you would like to add something to it. Leave your comments below. Let me know if there's anything you want me to read on. I will be doing a live stream on full moon night, which is tomorrow, January the 12th. So please join me for that. I hope you're having a good weekend, and I'll speak to you all really soon. Take care, everyone. Bye, guys. Bye.